What's up, YouTube? Today I'm going to show you how to do a front bearing on a four-wheel drive Ford Ranger. Let's get started. First thing you want to do is swing your wheel out. Take your two 15mm bolts on the caliper off to get your caliper out of your way. Swivel socket works best for this. Let's put those in my tray so I don't get lost. Just lean your caliper to the side. Now the rotor might be a little bit rusted on, so put your lug nut on so when you hit it, it doesn't fly off and hit your foot. Set your rotor aside. Alright, now you're going to take your center nut off on your axle. 32mm. Now you're going to take your ABS wire loose, and the ABS sensor comes with the new bearing. $8mm. Don't trap yourself though, like I just did. Get your little pocket screwdriver. Take your clips off. Now sometimes your new bearing will come with these clips already on it. But if it don't, you can reuse these clips if you don't break them. Taking them off. Like that. And it plugs in underneath the vehicle. Push that tab in, pull down. Once you have all that out of your way, take off this heat shield if you want to. You can work around the heat shield, but it's just easier to work with that heat shield out of the way. Now on the back side of your bearing, you're going to have three 15mm nuts that hold the bearing on. And these are tight. Now, if you can't get it on, put an extension on there. Because of the angle. Let's get that out of the way. I'm hitting the brake hose. Maybe we can turn the wheel out a little further. Let's go to the other side. No, it's all the way over. Just barely. Tight spot. See if we can hammer the axle back a little bit. There we go. Alright, now to get the third bolt, you're going to want to turn the wheel the other way. Move that so it doesn't fall and hit your hand. This is the third bolt. Now this bearing's been on there for a while. You can tell by all the rust. So I might have to beat it pretty hard to get it off. Get it? Beat it pretty hard to get it off. Alright. Side to side. There we go. Now, grab a little penetrating oil. Yeah, I was afraid of that. So, I gotta find my air hammer, guys. There it is, under all those old gloves. I save my old gloves if they ain't torn, in case I run out. Getting gloves right now is not very easy with the coronavirus going around. Get you a center punch. Now if you have the luxury of an air hammer, great. If not, you're going to have to use a rubber punch and a hammer. There you go, it's off. Now I'm just going to wait for my new part. See y'all in a few minutes. Alright fellas, I got my new part. What I'm going to do is going to make sure you aim this ABS sensor in the right direction. Spray a little bit of oil on. help it pull in easier. Grab one of your bolts, doesn't matter, they're all the same. Now you want to make sure you start all these by hand before you go tightening them down. Give y'all some light here, sorry. Alright. Now, you start walking them down. See, nice and flush. Then you can lock them down nice and tight. Now you can route your wire. These grooves go into the groove on the clip. Then alright, secure that on the frame. That one goes just like that. I remember this one had a bolt on it. Goes downwards. Socket stuck. Get off of there. That's tight. Let's go ahead and put our axle nut back on. The 32 millimeter. Go ahead and put the heat shield back on. Put your rotor back on. Take your lug nut. This will make putting the caliper back on easier. Your rotor stays flush. Turn your wheel all the way back out. Start both bolts before you tighten them down. Grab your 15 again. Wherever the 15 might be. Where did I leave the 15? I'm losing my mind. Yeah, that's what happens when you set it down in a mess. And that, my friends, is how you install a hub bearing. Make sure you take your lead nut off. You won't be able to put your wheel back on. At any rate, I hope this video has been informative. I hope y'all have a good day. Please check, like, and subscribe. Peace out, YouTube.